Hi friends! Today I'm doing a Q&A, the first one on my channel. I'm gonna be answering some of your questions that you sent in on Snapchat and on Instagram, and I'm super excited because I got a lot of questions to go through, so I hope this video is not a million years long. I'm gonna try to shoot through them as fast as I can, which probably won't happen because I'll probably ramble. Anyways, let's just get into it, shall we? Megan asks, what did you want to be when you grew up? When I was a kid, I wanted to be a gardener. I loved bugs. I loved ladybugs specifically, and I loved just sitting on my lawn and having a picnic, and I thought that that's what being a gardener was just hanging out in a garden. GMJ17 asks, when do you think you'll do another cover on your channel? And oh my god, I love you so much, you're my fave. I love you too. Probably soon. I don't know, I've been thinking a lot about doing covers on Instagram instead of on YouTube just because of copyright. I'll probably end up posting some on here too though, because they're really, really fun to make. I love doing covers. Head Vagasp asks, do you want to work as something involving acting or makeup or neither? Well, I mean, I would do YouTube forever if I could. My passion is with acting, for sure. I would love to start making short films and doing some stuff myself because, I mean, I love editing videos. Obviously, you guys already know because I have a channel, but that's definitely something that I am very passionate about. But who knows where life's gonna take me, you know? This question's from Jacqueline, she's my sister. I love her. I already know you're an outgoing person, but what embarrasses you the most in front of other people? I would definitely say that the thing that embarrasses me the most is worrying that I did too much. Sometimes I'll leave after a conversation and I'll be like, was I like really overbearing? Because I feel like I get comfortable in front of other people pretty quickly. I automatically assume that everyone else is just gonna be okay with me being really over the top and doing like voices and just, there's always a little part of me that's really scared. People thought that I was like really weird and annoying. Groovy Carrie asks, what are your favorite Beatles albums / songs? That's so freaking hard. I would say my two favorite albums are probably Magical Mystery Tour and Sgt. Pepper. Ooh, I also really like Abbey Road too. Ugh. How can you ask me that? I can't even pick my favorite songs either. It would be like a huge list. I could do a whole video on this. How dare you ask me that? Who is your style icon? Ooh. So lately I've been really into 60s fashion, as you guys already know. I've definitely been pinning a lot of Marianne Faithfull and Twiggy and Bridget Bardot. A lot of lovely 60s ladies. Grace Mole asks, if you and Joe were to get a dog, what would you name it? Oh my god, I don't know. I think I'd have to see the face. And then I would just know what his name is. When you see it, you just know, you know? Sophie asks, what are your favorite bands / styles of music? I already kind of flew by this in my Facts About Me video, but my favorite styles of music are psychedelic rock and roll, 60s and 70s rock. I also really like disco and funk. Emily asks, can we be best friends? And yes. The second question she asked was, what do you use to edit your videos? I use Final Cut Pro 10 as well as Photoshop. So I make a lot of my intro text and all that stuff in Photoshop, and I incorporate those into Final Cut to edit all that stuff. Shay Riverlock asks, if you were ever able to work at Disneyland, what character / princess could you see yourself as the most? So fun fact, guys, I actually did go down to Disneyland about 7 or 8 months ago, and I did audition to be a princess. I didn't audition for the performance ones, I just did like the face lookalikes, just kind of for like the meet and greets in the park, and I actually got cut first round. I went in, I said my name, and then they cut me. No hard feelings against Disneyland, of course. It wasn't that big of a deal anyway. I definitely felt unprepared for the audition. I mean, I was under the impression that we were gonna be doing like walking and dancing and stuff, so I came in like dance attire with like my hair tied back, and all the girls there were like so dolled up and they looked so beautiful, and I felt like such a freaking potato compared to them. It was just, I didn't know what to expect. I went in there totally blind. So no hard feelings, Disney, I forgive you. This person says, what's your favorite Disney film? And they showed their adorable little dog, and my favorite Disney film is, that's so hard, probably Beauty and the Beast. Oh. I really like Zootopia, and I like Pocahontas, I like Hercules. Oh, I like Toy Story. I don't like this question. Oh geez. Did you ever decide on what dog you want? It's the same cute dog. We're not gonna buy a puppy or anything like that. We're just gonna adopt when we get a dog, so who knows what kind of dog it's gonna be. Stephen King asks, what made you decide to start making YouTube videos? Basically, I was just making videos with Joe. We were collaborating on his videos together. I was just filming and editing those, and then I was like, why not make my own channel, you know? I mean, I already was getting into the groove of editing for him and doing his cinematography. I just think it's really fun. I think making YouTube videos is a great creative outlet. Do you prefer Star Trek or Star Wars? Star Wars. Josie asks, did you enjoy high school? What was high school like for you? So the long answer is very complicated, but the short answer is no. It was just not my favorite. Let's just say it was not my favorite. I could get into that in another video if you guys want to know about that. If you guys want to know about my high school experience. Monique asks, This one is for you and Regal Joe. Have you ever both been in a scene together on stage? That's actually how we kind of started dating, because we were on the same improv team, so we've been in improv scenes together tons of times, and we were in the same theater class. We actually picked each other as partners for scenes in that class. We were also in a play together, Twelfth Night, Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, and boy, if we could show you guys the video of that play. He played Orsino and I played Olivia, so we had scenes together in that. Monique also asks, are you an alto or a soprano? And I am a soprano. May asks, what have been your past jobs before YouTube? Love you so much. I love you too. My first job was at McDonald's in the drive-thru, and I've worked at tons of restaurants. I worked at Buffalo Wild Wings. I worked at a cold pressed juice place. I've worked all over the place. Ginger Dylan 22 asks, have you always wanted to be an actor for your career? If not, what did you want to be when you grew up? Okay, well, I already answered the grew up part. I wanted to be a gardener. Right after I turned 6 and I did my first play, I have always wanted to be an actress, for sure. Tagging on along to that, ngood26 asks, do you want to pursue acting as a career? And if so, do you prefer film/TV or stage? Ooh, they're different beasts completely. I love stage acting, but I don't really like being in plays that much. I really like being in musicals just because it incorporates singing as well, and I just love that type of performance. Very over the top, like show-stopping, you know, type of acting. But I also really like film because you get multiple takes and you get to kind of dive into a character a little bit deeper because it's so up close and personal. It's hard to choose. I like both a lot. Isaiah Callie asks, when's the last time you played a sport? When I was 11 and I played soccer and I just sat and picked the flowers. ZZZ Time asks, if you could go back in time, what era would you want to live in and why? I would want to live in the late 60s in France. At least that's my favorite time period in film, but I probably wouldn't go back. I'd probably go to the future. Liar.s asks, what are your phobias? I'm really afraid of falling, which is funny because I fall all the time. I'm definitely afraid of like falling off a railing. I'm also super scared of dark water. That scares the crap out of me. Anyways, guys, this video is probably 1,000,001 years long, but I hoped you enjoyed learning a little bit about me. Thank you all for sending in your questions. It means a lot to me, and I love talking to you guys. So, as always, guys, I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!